Hey guys, I have a time to stamp video with Viva VegaStamps, and I'm starting out with some scribble sticks in turquoise, cheddar, peacock, fuchsia, and lemon. And I'm taking this color wheel, solid color wheel stamp by Viva VegaStamps. I'm going to soak it with water, and then I'm going to use my scribble sticks to put some of the color down. And I'm using like all of the colors I had there. So I'm just going to spray my paper with water and then stamp that down. But because I used all those different colors, they all mixed and got like a very unpleasant color. So I thought I'd try it again, as if I didn't learn the first time. Get a little less unpleasant that time, but there's still a blob of unpleasantness. But then I thought I'm just going to stick with colors in the same color family. So this one is the peacock and the turquoise. And I'm just really wetting my stamp and then really scrubbing the color from the scribble sticks on there. And then for this one, I'm going to do the cheddar, fuchsia, and the lemon. So it's just making sure that colors, when they mixed, didn't make an unpleasant color. And then I'm just going to use my paintbrush with a lot of water on it to kind of move that color around and get the colors all over my paper. This is a piece of watercolor paper that I covered with a layer of gesso. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of that lemon scribble stick right on my paper because it did get a little lost. And then I wanted to add a little bit of that peacock down below to mix with that fuchsia. And then up top I added some of that fuchsia as well. So I'm going to dry that layer, and then the lemon really got lost. So I'm going to add some more of that lemon color in there. And then once that's dry, I'm going to take the Dina Wakley Media Lemon acrylic paint with the Tim Holtz stencil. It's like a grid. The Tim Holtz stencils used to have the names right on them, but they don't anymore. So I don't know what this one's called. It's a grid. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that lemon here and there. And then once that's dry, I have this Ethos shape that I'm going to stamp with the scribble stick in turquoise. Just stamping it all over. I'm going to spray my stamp with water, rub the scribble stick over it, and then stamp that down on my paper. Just get a little interest going. I'm stamping it here and there and everywhere until I'm happy with the way it looks. And then I wanted to stamp this solid color wheel, but I wanted to stamp it 3 times, but the stamp is too big. It would run into each other. So I stamped the stamp out on a piece of cardstock, and then I just cut the middle out of the stamp. And then I'm just going to use it as a mask so that I can just get that middle part of the stamp. I'm just going to put my mask over my stamp so I can see exactly where it's going to cover, and then just stamp right through it, and it looks like the stamp's smaller, and then I can fit my 3 circles perfectly like I want them to be. And then I'm going to take the Viva Las Vegas Stamps grid color wheel stamp, and I'm just going to stamp that over my other circles, but a little like offset. And then I'm just checking to make sure my Ethos woman is going to fit there where I want her to fit. And then I have this stamp that says Love Repeat. And I'm just stamping it with some yellow archival ink. And I'm just going to stamp it all around the background just for a little more interest in the background. It just seemed like a little plain there for me. So I thought I needed a little something else, something subtle. And then I wanted to do some journaling around my circles, and I got out a black Jelly Roll pen, but it really was not writing on the watercolor paper. So then I got out my trusty Stabilo Markslaw, which is a water-soluble black pencil, and I'm just going to do some journaling all around my circles. And then I'm going to spray that with water to make the color darker. And I'm going to dry it, spray it with water, blot it because it got a little away from me. And then I stamped out my Ethos woman, and I put some foam tape on her to pop her up, but I thought I needed to put something behind her to make her stand out a little from the background. So I got this Dina Wakley Media washi tape. The bottom one is like yellow with hearts, so it matches that lemon color, but it also like really stands out from the black of my woman figure. And then there's also another washi tape that I use that's blue that says something about my spirit, make my spirit free, my voice loud, or something like that. So I just put that behind her. I don't know, I thought it just looked like a little plain with just the yellow. So, and then I stamped that Love Repeat on a piece of cardstock and just cut it apart, and I'm going to just put that in the body of my Ethos woman. And then I'm going to glue that down with some multi-medium matte by Ranger. And then for a finishing touch, I'm deciding what color splatter I want. So I'm going to go with the Daler Rowney FW acrylic ink in yellow. My dropper wasn't working, so I had to take my Liquitex dropper. And I'm just holding that up really high and just letting it go where it wants to go. And it fell on the lady's head. And it totally looks like she's got like blonde hair with like a little like braid going down the side. Oh, I thought it was so cute, so I left it. And yeah, that's my page for today. If you are watching from the Viva Las Vegas Stamps blog, all the stamps are listed and linked up at the top of the post and at the bottom of the post. And if you're watching from YouTube, the link to the blog post is in the description box with all the stamps I use listed and linked. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye, guys.